Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from across the world. My name is Omenoko Emeka Moses of this channel, Omenoko Lifestyle Channel.
Omenoko one.
Welcome to my channel. Today, in a group to which I belong, a message was shared. And I want to talk about this message that was shared today. It's a WhatsApp group to which I belong, a close-knit group, and it's about an incident that happened. Well, what I want to talk about this incident is as it somehow relates to what my channel is all about. You know, I talk about agriculture on this channel, food, DIY methods, farm, grow your crops and all that. Then economy, how things are getting out of hand or how things are getting better and all that. So this has to do with this message that was shared in this group has to do with a case of someone being robbed who went to purchase goods. You know, I love going grocery shopping every now and then. So this woman encountered something recently and the neighbor shared it, I think. Her neighbor shared it, and it was also now forwarded to this group to which I'm a part of. Let me read what happened. Then I will say something similar that happened to me sometime in February this year as regards to the things I sell. All right, let's go to it. This is the story. I'm going to read it out here, but I'm going to cut clips of it and send and post it. I'm going to post it on the screen as I read. So my neighbor kept complaining that things would be more expensive by December. And that if she had the money, she would buy everything she needed for Christmas this month. I guess that's this November. It's just something that happened recently. I don't know the timeline. This month. So I want to believe in November because today is 18th of November 2024. Yesterday, she later went to the market and bought a bag of rice, a carton of vegetable oil, some tins of tomatoes, and other things. But when the car carrying her goods reached halfway, the driver forcefully pushed her off the car and drove off with all her goods on high speed. She only woke up after hours to find herself in hospital with injuries and feeling miserable since then. Then I guess this is the person advising, the person that wrote this. It has gotten to the stage where we all need to be extremely careful before boarding any ride. Please snap the plate number and send it out if you can. A lot is happening in this country. So this woman went to the market to get things before Christmas, before December period, when normally in Nigeria things get to become a little more expensive than usual. So she got a taxi, probably chartered, picked one along the road or something, chartered to take her home. And somewhere along the line, along the road, the driver deemed it fit to run away with her goods that she had purchased, pushed her off the vehicle. Now, I don't know if this is the actual picture of the woman. You know, sometimes messages like this might not be totally true. I don't know if this is the actual picture image of the woman, but that's the image that was shared alongside this story. Pushed her outside and she sustained those injuries. Then the man zoomed off with the goods she purchased. Remember, I just did a video a few days ago. I think that's 2 days ago. On the 16th, I posted it. yes, or maybe 15th or 16th, on how someone wanted to rob me when I went grocery shopping, sitting beside me and just rubbing up my pocket, then took my phone away from my pocket. That's early this November it happened. Yes, early this November. I can't remember when I posted it though, but it happened early this November. Yes. So things are happening. We need to be very careful. Now, this reminds me of an incident. I also, besides this YouTubing, I sell satellite and communication devices. Also have a shop. I have an office, a shop where I sell satellite and communication devices, majoring on DSTV. If you check my channel, you will see I've posted quite a number of things that have to do with DSTV. DSTV is a company owned by the MultiChoice Group. So I'm a dealer, branded store operator. That's what it's actually called, the dealer. One of the days I had a call to supply a carton of decoders. That carton is 10 pieces, worth over 200,000 naira in it. So I took a car from Nyanya, Maraba Axis, where my shop is located, put it in the trunk of the car because I had to supply the decoders, 10 of it, and also some remotes. So I held the remote on my hands while sitting in front of the car. So somehow I got to AYA and I needed to board a car. There was a red car. Opposite drumsticks, that AYA, opposite drumsticks that is there, that AYA, that junction close to FIRS. I think that's FIRS, yes, that junction where Bank PHB is, opposite drumsticks. I was to head to area 1. I had a nylon of remotes, Explorer remotes, and the carton of the decoders, the DSTV decoders. I was to supply 10 cartons. That was in the boot while I held the remote on my hands. Do you know when the driver dropped me off at area 1 roundabout, it's a red, I can remember it's a red, what's this car? Muzzle, Toyota Muzzle. They call it Camry. In Nigeria, we call it Muzzle. Red Toyota Camry. Between 2008 and 2010. One of those models. I can't really remember the exact model. The driver dropped me off and zoomed off with that carton. I tried to call his attention, but he just moved. So I just waited there, hoping that he would come back. He didn't come back. I reported to the park there where he dropped me off. Then I also went back to AYA where he picked me up from, hoping he would come. He didn't. Then I went to Hembelembe radio to report. I don't have the plate number of the car. I reported the incidents so that it will be announced. I also reported in what is it, Cool FM? I can't remember. Somewhere around that central area where we have church gates, that area, church gates. I think those tall buildings in Abuja. I reported there's one of those newspaper publication companies we had there, and not newspaper, radio stations we have there where I reported. Now, God so kind, I have the 10 serials because multi-choice product, you can't just easily steal them. They are serialized products, DSTV products. You can't easily steal them. In fact, if your decoder have been stolen, you can walk into any multi-choice DSTV office and report that it was stolen, and the person who stole it won't be able to use it. They will come one day for recharge and it will be retrieved, unless the person just wants to destroy it. They are serialized. So I did the needful about those decoders. Do you know, instead of the person to just, the man, let me assume he did it by mistake, he could have easily gone to multi-choice office and like, oh, somebody left this in my car, and it would have gotten to me because they are serialized decoders, but he didn't. People are desperate this period and they will do anything. In my last video, I said people need to be very careful. These times, things are tough. Things are very difficult. So people, you need to be careful. There are people out there to rob you. Look at this woman has just been injured because someone wants to zoom off with the foodstuff she bought. Do you understand? Another incident similar to that happened to me further down the line, I think that was in June this year, 2024, where I had also supplies of a carton of decoders. I was in the car and someone was to get down at Apo roundabout. Oh my God. I don't know what made me to just say, let me look back. Only to find out that these boys that normally help people offloading their cars had opened the boot of the car, and one of them just took my decoders and wanted to cross over while I was in the car. And that was how I called the attention, and the guy was like, oh, he thought the owner of the decoder is dropping off also. I said, the owner of the car is dropping off, so, and you are taking this to cross with who? We need to be careful. Let us put watch over our properties. There are people, yes, it's no excuse that things are tough, but if you don't watch over your properties, your belongings, there are people out there ready to do away with them, steal them off of you. Look at this woman, sustained a lot of injuries because someone wants to just rob her of her purchase, of her goods. Please, let's be careful out there as we head into this December period. Things are tough, things are difficult, and people are desperate. People are desperate just to eat. If you have not subscribed to my channel, Omenoko Lifestyle, I want to urge you once more, hit the like button, subscribe, drop a comment, let me know what you think. God bless you. Basibe.